So now that we've created a master table called orders master and imported the data from Excel, let's have a look. We have a whole lot of fields here. We can start using it for whatever reason, but there's a couple of small things we'd like to do. For example, you see the product column? I don't want to have to keep typing in the products. I want to be able to look it up from a drop-down box or combo box. And in order to do that, we have to create a list of different products over here. I'm also going to do that with customer, with country. I believe we had ship type as well. So let's do country first, right? Let's close this. And we're going to, from the Home tab, go to the Create tab, click Table, and this is going to be your first mini table. So let's go to Design View, right? You want to always start off with Design View. Give the table a good name, and we'll call this Country. Now there are some names you're not allowed to use. Access will actually tell you if the name is forbidden, and you have to just add a number to it or change the name slightly, right? So let's click OK. Now it's going to ask you in this little table called Country, how many columns do you want? Well, it's a short list, so I just want one column called Country. We don't need an ID number because each country name will be different anyways. I don't think there's any two countries with a 3-letter code that are exactly the same. There shouldn't be. So I don't really need an ID number. I'm going to right click, delete, get rid of it. So the one column that I'm going to have in this list is called country. And it's going to be text. And I believe the longest country was 3. So we have CAN, which is 3, USA, EU, and we'll throw in UK. So it's only 3, and try to match this up with the same field in the master table. So let's save it and either go to this view here, or you can close it and double click on country. So let's add. And I like to put the one we use more often at the top, in this case Canada. So let's put EU, let's put UK. This you can add as many as you like. And once I save this, I can always go back and add more if I wanted to. I can actually even delete. Just make sure that if you used CAN in the order master, remember the data we imported from Excel, make sure it's not spelt differently, or else it'll end up at 2 different values. And certainly it can't be any longer. So let's save this. Let's close it. And let's do another one. Create, Table, Design View. Call this Product. Click OK. Now we don't need an ID number, but I should tell you, if you left the ID number there by mistake, it's not really going to cause a problem. You just want to be more efficient about it, right? So let's right click right in the gray area, delete, don't need it. So in the product list, the one column is going to be called Product. It's text, and I believe our products were exactly 6 characters long. So you can refer to your data dictionary to figure that one out. Okay, so let's save it, go to this view, and let's type in our product. So Bringa, Fluky, and Indigo. So that's the order I'd like to use them. You can always sort these, that's never a problem, but generally just keep the ones you'll be using more often at the top. So let's save this. Now you would go in and create additional tables for customer and also one for ship type according to the data dictionary. So now let's take a look. Go back to Orders Master, and we want to be able to link the product mini table or the country mini table with either the product field here or the country field here. And to do that, you have to go to Design View. So from the Home tab, go to Design View, and I'm just going to show you something else. If you don't want to go like this and then into Design View, you can always right click and go straight into Design View from here. Okay, so let's try country first. Click on country, and right now the type is text and the size is 3, and after finishing the lookup wizard, it will actually go back to text size 3. You don't have to worry about that. But we are going to use lookup wizard, and a wizard simply means automatically take me through some steps to connect the two, to look up the country inside the country mini table. So let's go here, and it's going to ask you, do you want to look up the values in a table that already exists, or do you want to start creating a new table, right? Well, we already have a country table, so you want to look it up like this. Click Next. Which table is it? Country. Match it up. Next. Now this is important. There's only one column in the country mini table, right? We created that. You want to take this and you have to move it over, else it won't work, okay? Let's click Next. You can sort the values if you'd like. I'm going to leave them the way they are, but you can certainly sort them by country. I won't. Ascending or descending. Let's click next. That's what the list looks like. Next and finish. And you have to save it. There we go. Let's do product. Click here. Look up wizard. Yep, look it up. Next. Which mini table? Product. Next. Move that over. Next, next, and finish. And of course, save it. So let's look at what just happened. Go back to this view, and you see product. There's a little drop-down box with your mini table. Country, drop-down box with the mini table. And it will look a lot better when we do the next step, which is called forms. So we're going to complete the process by doing customer and ship type as well. But you know what? You can have city, province, state. There's all sorts of different mini tables that you can have. And in fact, you could have as many of them as you like. Now, I should tell you, and this is something you don't want to do all the time, so if you made a mistake with the link and you'd like to change it, there is a way to have a look. Across the top, you can see Database Tools and Relationships. If you click on that, you can move these boxes around. It will tell you the different relationships between the order master and the mini table. So if to break a relationship, you'd click on the line, click delete, and then click yes. And of course, I'm not going to do that, but you could. And then make sure you save it and then close it. Okay? So technically, you can use the country mini table in more than one place. You can use it in many different master tables. You could use it several times in this very same table. It doesn't matter. Access knows that exactly what you're referring to is going to be there. Okay? So let's close that and move on to the next step, which is to actually create forms.